Greetings to you wherever you're watching us across the globe. My name is Mrs Patience Toma, your regular host on VerityTalks. Today, on this episode, I have with me an esteemed guest in the person of Mrs Patience Toma, the Executive Director of Nigeria Private Foundation. I'm pleased to have you on this edition. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So, we'll go straight into our conversation. Let's begin with getting to know you. Where you were born, your parentage, your early years growing up. Just let us into how you grew up.
Oh, great. It is nice to be on this show. I want to sincerely appreciate the organizers. I'm delighted to be part of it. Permit me to start with introducing my name properly. I am Mrs Patience Toma Marcos. I am an indigenous of Kaduna State, from a village called Borabafe. So that is where I actually came from. And all through my life, I have lived in around that side in Kaduna town. When I got married, I shifted my base to Makurdi, and from Makurdi to Jos. That has been my journey. So far so good. I have lived some number of years in Jos on the plateau. So I was born actually in Akwa Ibom State, where my father was military personnel at that time. So we get back to me. I remember, how did I come to know about it? Well, I was sharing with him my experience here, and he told me that I was very you. I said, but my birthday certificate is not within Akwa Ibom, so I didn't know. Well, that is where I was actually born. I am the first daughter of a family of 8 children. My father is retired with Nigeria in Ekwa, and I lost my mother since 1998, and all this while we schooled around. I started my secondary school, my primary school in Bure, where my father was a teacher in the public school. And then from there to Jepua, from JS1 to JS3 in Jepua, and then to GG where I completed my secondary school. From there, I have gone to study accountancy in Kaduna Polytechnic, University of Jos, and Plateau State University. After that, I went to study ANA, in the College of Accountancy. So I am a professional accountant, certified national accountant. So that is it. I am married to Mr. Marcos Toma. We are all coming from the same village. Along the line, while my father was pastoring and coming to the village, that is where I got my husband. And we came together as husband and wife. So far so good. I lost him. He was called to glory since 2015. He has gone to be with the Lord. I have 4 beautiful girls. Peace, Priscilla, Patience, and Promise. We are all living together in the compound at the moment. Yeah. So that is a brief background of who I am and where I am from.
Thank you so much for this information you've given us. But I want to just bring in a perspective about your parentage. Your father was Reverend?
Yeah. So he started from a military personnel.
Okay.
And then gradually went to seminary, Kaguru, Ekwa Theological Seminary.
Okay.
And graduated with BA Theology, Pastoral Theology, and yes.
Okay. So
he has been a pastor all this while.
Okay.
He rose to the rank of the DCC chairman.
Okay.
So now he's retired.
Okay.
And working with the Tiap language community association.
Okay. What was the influence of your parents like growing up? What, how did your parents help shape your life and what you're doing currently?
Growing up as the first daughter of a family of first an army man,
Mm,
my father is a disciplinarian to the core.
mm,
So while growing up, I know that, or I knew that I need to be serious in everything I'm doing. I mean, the way I eat, the way I get up from bed to lie down, to go for devotions, the way we talk in the house, we were very coordinated
mm,
because we won't tolerate any form of play. We don't play anyhow.
mm.
So that is still discipline in me. Yeah. So I always know that I have to be serious in what I'm doing and I have to do whatever I am doing very well.
Mm.
Yes.
That's great. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. Knowing that parents have this kind of influence over your life. Now, as a daughter of somebody who was a serving minister of God, even though he's retired now,
Mm.
just like you said,
Mm.
um, what was your salvation experience like? And also let us know what your faith, your journey of faith has been like.
Mm.
Has it been smooth? What
Mm.
challenges have you faced
Mm.
as a daughter of the minister of the gospel and all of that?
Yeah, thank you for that question. Um, I can say that I gave my life very early in life. It may not be early compared to some people, but I know that at the age of 13, I was able to know that I needed to make my lives right. Yes, I was going in a pastor's house. We were having all the devotions. But I was in the choir. I was in the band. I was everywhere. As a pastor's daughter, I needed to be everywhere in the church to show, an example for others to follow. So that was the kind of background that I had. But I remember before I confessed the Lord as my personal Savior, I had a burden in my heart. I just felt that something was wrong with me and I needed to talk to somebody. But looking at the background that we were brought up with, that I was brought up in, it is not a background that you can just talk anymore. At some point, I didn't know how to even communicate with my father because there is always this fear in me. If I want to talk, I must be sure of what I want to talk about because I don't know how he's going to react to it. So I decided to go to a very senior pastor at that time, Reverend Yaro of Blessed Memory. This was in Bue. Bue is a village in Saminaka locality. So I went to see the Reverend in his home. And I said, Baba, I am here. So he was even surprised to see me. Patience, have you been sent by your father? I said, no, I came to see you. And he said, what is the problem? I said, I just feel that I want to give my life to God. I said, I have this burden. I have lack of peace in me. I wake up every morning and I see that I am not satisfied because there is something that is missing in me. Yeah, so as a child, I was able to tell the father, the reverend, the then reverend, that I had a burden and I need to get connected with God and I have come to him to help me. So he said, wow, that is very, he was highly impressed. Knowing that my father is also a pastor, but I led my father to come to him. So he prayed with me and led me to confess the Lord as my personal Savior. So that was the beginning of my journey. I just discovered that the fact that I was a pastor's child, though I am still a pastor's child because he is still a retired pastor, again, we are still a pastor. That doesn't give you salvation of me. You need to have that personal encounter with him. And that is when you can be satisfied as a Christian. So when I had those moments, I was so happy with all the activities I was doing. I immediately went to register in the boxing class. Subsequently, coincidentally, it was my father that was the teacher of the boxing class. I just saw me there. And I think that was when I shared a little bit about with my father, that I was even advised by the senior pastor to join the. So that is it. That has been the journey of my faith. However, along the line as I was growing, I have faced challenges as a person, challenges in marriage, challenges even as a single mother too, as a leader and a single mother. The Christian life doesn't really tell us that everything is just going to be smooth. Like our devotion this morning, I was encouraging the children. I said when we present cakes in wedding, we normally say that it is not the bed of roses, because even in the roses there are thorns. So meaning that in life as Christians, it is not just jolly, just enjoyment as Christians. The fact that we are serving God, that doesn't stop us from facing some kinds of challenges that we are doing. So, and I remember I prayed with the children, I told them whatever challenge you are going through, I pray that the Lord will help. Just be happy and serving. You are not going to have a free of challenges. No. Yeah, so growing up as an individual, I have my own personal challenges. Sometimes I tend to grit, and sometimes I remain on track. There are moments that I face certain situations that I feel like, where is this God? Has God been around me? This burden is too much for me to carry. And then sometimes God will show himself right to my face and say that I am here. And there are moments I go down and I say, God, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry for not trusting you in this particular situation. And then coming into marriage, because I also got married at a very early age. The challenge of my husband having job today, working today, and then tomorrow there is no work, has been the major thing we have faced. And I used to tell people that marriage does not need stress. Sometimes couples grow apart not because they don't love themselves, but because of this little stress. So we have been through that moments of him not having something to do. I will be the person to really go out to do it. And that has also taught me how to be contented and how to remain firm in the marriage. I remember that has led me to my early career in business. I started selling food. From nowhere, I was not even trained to cook or make snacks, but I intentionally set aside myself to go into that. I was just selling food, selling snacks, selling all manner of things that I knew can give me a little thing to support the family. Eventually, I started raising chickens. Today, I am a poultry farmer by the grace of God. So that has helped my journey to be able to have some form of resources to augment in helping my husband with other responsibilities as paying rent, school fees, and the upkeep of the family. So, and then coming here so I remembered while my husband was still alive and I needed to go to school, I had to go look for something, sell, and raise my school fees to be able to pay for school fees just to go to school, to help me develop my career educationally. So that has been my journey. And then when I was going to school, I didn't even know that one day I will have an opportunity that I will even use it. I didn't know. So shortly after I graduated as an accountant, I was given an opportunity to work as an accountant, first with Mandela Clinic in Cable, and then to Bishop's Court. I worked there in those two places as an accountant. So while there was an opportunity for me to attend interview here, I came in here, I was given the job as an internal auditor. So I have worked through my career as an accountant in some organizations and living here as an internal auditor. So from internal auditor in MBTT, I shifted now to the partnership engagement and mobilization department. And from there, I am here today. Yes. So all through along, I have faced challenges as a Christian. And sometimes I really don't know who to run to, but I will always recall that God has promised His presence to continually be with me. That has helped me, knowing that God is always in every situation that I face. I have always gone back to talk with Him. One of the things that is really keeping me as a person, as an individual, as a mother, as a leader, is grace. Sometimes, as I am walking, most of the times, it is either I'm asking God, please give me grace. I took over an organization that has serious of problems, no funding, no salaries, a lot of liabilities on ground. And I remember those times I took over, especially in 2021, I thought, well, this woman here, Patience doesn't have the connection. I don't have the internal connection. I don't have the external connection. But I believe strongly that this is your house. So come and do it for yourself. And one of my prayers is that God restore the fortunes of everything. And today I stand to say that God has answered. He has done it. So it's good to wait on God and to depend on Him. Your total dependence, He may be small because His ways are not our ways. Neither are His thoughts our thoughts. He may not be on time like you want to have, to see Him being. But with patience and perseverance and total dependence on Him, He will show it.
Thank you for joining us in today's episode of Verity Talks. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. See you again on the next episode of Verity Talks. Thank you and God bless.